Is that why you're asking about the first jokes?
No, I've always admired comedians because, like, I love to, like, command a room, but I'm not really, like, someone who likes to, like, plan jokes. Like, every time I plan a joke, it just fails.
Sure, so you're more naturally funny.
Well, like, I wouldn't even say that. I'm just saying, like, I'm, like, magnetic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause it sort of sounds like you're planning this whole party, but that's maybe a different thing.
That's just me trying to, like, get people to come over and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, if I'm being really honest, but... Yeah.
Please be as candid as possible.
Yeah.
because
I really want people to come over.
Yeah. How many friends do you have?
I would say, like, 0 to 4.
Would you say 0 4?
0 to 4.
0 to
0. So that's the variation. There's some days we have no friends.
On any given Sunday, it could be 0
are
or 4.
tough. Like, you aren't always friends with a girl just because you think you are.
That's true. Pat, now you have a child who's a girl.
Oh, boy.
And so this is what you're in for.
No, I'm already starting to see it. She has her best friend at school is this little girl named May May. May May has very long, naturally curly hair, and it's really sweet. And so one day, May May drew a picture of her and my daughter, Alice, and sent it. Well, didn't send it, showed it to her mom, like, I drew a picture of me and Alice. So the mom took a picture and emailed it to my wife, and my wife was like, oh, Alice, your friend May May drew a picture. So Alice comes running in and sees the picture and bursts into tears and says, May May drew her hair longer than me, and then me, the dad of the century, said her hair is longer than yours, and she melts down and runs into her bed. It was the very first she's 4.5, and it was the very first. Ran to her room with the door closed, and I was like, sweetie, and she was like, just go away, and like crying. It's like if she had a Smiths album, she would have played it. And then she came out like a half hour later, and she had drawn a picture of her and May May, and she had drawn herself with really long hair and May May with really short hair, and just said, would you send this to May May? And it was this creepy. It was like, what is this Sicilian message shit?
I don't.
So that's what little boys, like all my friends have boys, and they just hit each other and it's over.
Is that a thing, Tracy, where it's like a competition? Is that really what between girls to have longer hair?
And weird long form, like get payback shit?
Yeah, for sure. Like, here's the thing. If your hair isn't the longest, you're ostracized. And like something
it seems like everyone would be ostracized except for one person.
Yeah, there'd only be one person. There'd be no friends.
There's only one person in charge at all times. And usually it's the same person that the whole life.
Because their hair just keeps growing and growing and growing.
That you'll never catch up.
It would be almost impossible unless you were to trick them into cutting their hair for some reason.
Yeah. The girl at my school, her name is Kimberly, and her hair like is dragged behind her like a
wedding
dress. And then she will be the first to be married.
You think the children... Wait, does that go hand in hand?
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's... Go ahead, finish. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Her hair looks like a wedding train.
Uh-huh.
She'll be the first to be married because when boys see that, they think, oh, wedding bells. Like,
it's subliminal.
Yeah, they're like, I can't wait to be in a tux. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait to get married to her. And so, meanwhile, I'm shaving half my head off and just really cutting off my own legs here.
Why are you shaving your head off, by the way? Because when we had talked about brain surgery, I had assumed that you had it recently.
Right.
And that's why your hair...
Because I was like, wait a minute, does it not grow back if you have infant brain surgery? But now you're saying...
Are you getting regular checkups in there? Is that why they need to shave
in there?
Well...
You get checkups in there in your head?
I don't know. I've never had brain surgery before.
Yeah, right.
Well, but also, or is this like a... Since you can't have the longest hair, you're doing one of those Bruce Willis preemptive, well, if I'm starting to go bald, I'll just shave it all off like I chose to do it.
Yeah, I feel like since I'll never catch up, like, why even bother? I'm going to be subversive and, like, strange.
Do teenagers still care about Bruce Willis? I'm sorry if I brought him up. Do you know who that is?
To me, he's like the hunkiest dad husband.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, who do the kids like these days?
Who do they like? Who are you guys into?
The kid from 2.5 Men, Angus.
Angus Young? You guys are really into Angus Young.
Wow, because, he left the show and has a scary-looking beard now and lectures about I don't know if you saw his video.
I love his lectures. They're so compelling.
about
Jesus
and
the
how
show.
He was a paid hypocrite.
Yeah.
He's a hypocrite. We were talking about hypocrites.
Right.
He's a paid hypocrite, like...
But paid. That's
paid. I'm talking money. I'm talking...
Do you like the paid part or the hypocrite part?
I like them both.
Oh,
he's got a stance and he works against it. And he's got money.
I didn't know there's like a whole new level of it's like the new punk almost.
Yeah.
It's interesting what the kids are into, and you can never predict it. You can try to predict it and try to come up with something you think they would like.
What did you say last year was going to be the hot thing?
What did I say?
The hot trend.
Did I say something earlier? Oh, what did I say? Well, I remember I called you up when we were talking about the proms.
The one you called me, it was so great.
I mean, you had tricked me into calling you. By the way,
I said I gave him the number to Domino's and told him to order a pizza that night, and then I picked up.
And I'm sorry, I just have to ask you, and I'm asking this for Scott as well.
Sure, thank you, Patton. This is what I'm talking about, coast mode.
Yeah, well,
chunk.
Yeah, you know, if you could, why don't you just lean back?
Woo-hoo.
There you go.
I have my elbows up, right, perpendicular to my head right now, and I am just coasting.
I just want to ask you about like the coolest person in my world when I was your age, and I'm sure it was in Scott world's too.
G.G.
I think it was. Well, okay, that was the funniest. But can I just be serious for a second?
Yeah, let's be serious.
I mean, we could say it at the same time, but I'm sure you know what I'm going to ask. Pat Benatar.
Oh, life is a highway.
I mean, love is a battlefield. Very similar.
It's close.
That's close enough.
Same idea.
Close enough for jazz.
Life's a highway, love's a battlefield.
Hey,
you know,
what's the
everything
take your pick.
is something.
Every day is a winding road.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you really break down music, everything is something.
Something else.
You know what I mean?
When you go in your world, like, life is a highway, love is a battlefield, the streets have no name.
Mm-hmm. These are all instances of music.
Yeah, and life.
And life, yeah.
So anyway,
that was almost the Google Maps of rock and roll. Life's a highway, but the streets have no name. And every day is a winding road.
This is sad.
But love's a battlefield, and that's how
you just drive around until you find a battlefield, and then you die.
Make a right at the next battlefield.
That's what the musicians are really into now is GPS.
They're
just jotting down like
they love it. They love the voice of
They're sampling it.
They're sampling it. They're mixing it. They're mashing it up.
They're chopping it up. They're putting it in their drops.
They're serving it in a tenderloin steak salad.
Well, guys, we have to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about tragedy plus comedy equals time. Now, I do want to say that this is premiering this Sunday, April 6th at 10 p.m. on CC. What is CC? Now, I've heard of
CC.
I've heard of CC Rearden.
I don't know. I mean, part of me wants to say that that's Comedy Central. I feel like in this case, we're CCing all of your listeners to go watch it.
Yes, but let's turn
on
that
Comedy Central.
Let's turn that into a BCC because I don't want to give everyone's emails away.
You're right. Because then you get all the @replies and your mailbox fills up.
So this Sunday on Comedy Central, 10 p.m.
Yeah,
and
it's all part of Comedy Central's "Fuck Game of Thrones" campaign.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
you're going up against GOT.
Yeah, and they're just like, you know what, we're taking them down.
Mm-hmm. And then April 8th, it comes out in stores, right?
Tuesday, April 8th. Yes, you can go to your music or record stores to buy my album.
In my opinion, just wait for Tuesday. You know, like, why watch it for free?
Oh,
you know what I mean? Just spend money on it.
I'm going to go to Blockbuster Music and get it.
If you were a real fan, and by the way, I'm not judging any of you, but if you were a real fan, you would spend money on it.
You got to spend the money, people.
Patton's already got the money from CC. Right?
Exactly,
they've already paid him. He doesn't care how many people watch it.
Right.
He wants that CD money.
Yeah, CC Schulman, who is the accountant over at Comedy Central, and he cut my check. So
CC was the little symbol that popped up when you got coins in Mario Bros.
Yeah, exactly. With a C with a line through it. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it was?
I don't know.
Or was it 2 C's?
Oh, no, you went CC's when you were driving in the car.
Oh, very good. Well, we need to take a break. We'll talk more about these C's because I sees a great comedian in front of me.
Wow.
And we'll talk more to him right after this on Comedy Bang. I said it right that time. Comedy Bang Bing. Okay, anyway, we'll be right back with more Patton Oswalt and more Traci Rearden after this. Welcome back. We are here with Patton Oswalt. And pounds Oswalt.
Well, yeah, in middle school.
Really? They knew that a ton equaled 2,000 pounds? That's a conversion rate.
I had a lot of smart. My
bullies
bullies tend to be really smart.
Yeah.
I attract very intelligent bullies. I anger readers for some reason.
Did they ever call you Patton Oz, the kid from Lost?
Well,
which will be a TV show.
It's weird.
In 20 years.
Didn't have a lot of smarts, not a lot of foresight. So no,
they were not psychic.
Yeah, exactly.
We're also here with Traci Rearden.
Well, by the way, they also would say Patton Oz will be the most popular character on Lost, which that was again no foresight.
Did they ever call you Patton, the Wonderful Wizard of Oswalt?
Oh, I would have loved that.
That's not bad. You know what, though?
Sweet.
Why didn't they?
Just saying you're wonderful, that feels good, I bet, when it happens.
And saying you're a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
That feels good, too.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work coming out of a bully's face. Hey, yo, wonderful wizard.
Traci, what do they call you at school?
They don't call me anything. They just pull my piercings.
Yeah, what and how
The ones in
successful
your,
are
I'm
they?
sorry, the ones in your face?
They pull them all over.
Oof.
They pull them all over when
Yeah.
I'm not looking.
What about the one in the butt crack?
That's where they get me the most.
Yeah, I
How
bet.
do they get to that one?
Like when I'm in the cafeteria and like I'm sitting at the table, like we have benches in my cafeteria. It's not
Sure.
like seats, so like they will come up behind me and just like swoop in with a hooked finger.
With a hooked finger? Oh my goodness.
But it just tickles, and like really, ultimately, it just makes me feel excited.
Do you have like industrial steel in there that it's hooked up to?
It's like
Is
the technical term is like a door knocker.
Okay. Well, we are here with these two, but we do have, another guest that we should get to. Patton, how do you feel about this? I mean, usually when you're on the show, we just talk to you and we get into your actor's pain and we just
I
really...
reveal some pretty... well, right before he comes in, and I hope he doesn't interrupt this, I'll just reveal this, because we've always... oh, boy, this is probably going to...
Oh, here come the waterworks.
My career.
Look at this. What is happening? You're welling up?
Well, when I was doing young adult, and I had a great time on the film.
Sure. I mean, hey,
But,
you know what? It's a great film, and I'm glad to hear you had a good time, but it's not always about fun.
Yeah, but Charlize Theron said to me, and she made me promise after repeat.
Hi.
I'm just gonna,
Yes, I'm sorry. I just was it my time to come in here? Or,
No, actually, Patton was just about to
Oh, he's gonna
drop
tell
a
something
bombshell.
really
just
crazy.
sat down here very comfortably.
hi.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Hi. Yes.
He's settling in.
Yeah. I feel pretty settled
I can
in here.
maybe say it later. I don't want to.
Just tell me
Yeah.
off mic.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really wish I could know.
Should I step back out? Is that are you in the
Well,
middle
Hey,
of
you know
something?
what? When you're here, you're family.
Yeah, he's here.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Like
That's very nice.
At TGI Fridays.
So, who are you, sir? What is your
Hi. Yes. I'm sorry. My name is Qthor.
Qthor? That's
Yes.
so your
hyphen or
No, it's one. It's Q.
first initial Q.
Just one word. QTHOR.
QT.
Yes.
Qthor.
Thank you. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, that's
Qthor.
right.
What kind of name is that? You
Well, it is.
because you're a Caucasian man.
That's well.
You don't seem
Boy, okay. All right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I'm sorry. No. I am.
Beautiful white skin.
Thank you very
just
much.
Porcelain, like
Thank
a
you.
porcelain doll.
Gorgeous.
It's like if I touched you, you would shatter. It's
I
just
know.
you have just beautiful skin.
Yeah, it's infuriating. Okay. Well, I'm from another planet. I'm not from your planet.
Okay, now hold on one second. Let me just
actually let him finish and then have him hold on.
Thank you.
Okay, but
What's
I just
your
wanted
name? Who are you?
Oh, I'm Patton Oswalt.
Patton. Thank you, Patton. It's very gracious of you.
Yes.
I say
yes.
tell us half, we'll stop you again, and then you
Okay,
finish.
there you go.
Okay,
Alright, that sounds
that's a
fine.
great compromise.
Well, I am an alien.
Okay, stop right there.
Okay.
What's up with that?
Yep.
My favorite TV show.
Yeah.
What up with that?
You ever
I
watch
love
that
that
show?
TV show. It's so
That is
short.
Such a good show.
Yeah.
It's like 5 minutes.
It's like I don't have time to watch half-hour
Just
or
making, like, I
hour
just wanna
TV shows.
see,
I just-
like-
give me the best of.
I want to see the best stuff. Like I want to see like characters dance around.
Yeah. Your DVR.
You're talking
gets
about
clogged.
the
Oh,
sketch on
sorry.
Saturday Night Live. Is that what you're talking about?
No,
It's
it's a
a
show
program
on
that-
NBC, usually
Yeah.
about
They usually stop
11:45
No,
on
on
Saturdays.
Saturday night.
Hmm,
They
okay,
stop SNL.
okay.
They play What Up
I
with
misunderstood. I
That.
misunderstood.
Then they play SNL again.
I thought it was part of that program.
It's.
No.
I mean, ever since the Pump You Up with Hans and Franz went off the air, it's been my favorite show.
But I feel like
Time
an
period.
alien probably wouldn't know
Yeah,
that.
I'm not familiar with that one.
So where are you from?
I'm from the planet London.
London?
London.
That's like London.
Yes.
What,
It's
London?
Lumdun.
Lumdun.
L-U-M,
Uh-huh.
like Mary.
Is that-
D-U-N, like Nundund.
Is that a planet? I have
Yes.
to confess, I was watching that
Yeah.
new Fox show Cosmos.
Yeah.
About the
With
the
Neil
drinks.
deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think he is the greatest combination of Mike Tyson and Degrassi Junior High that I've ever seen.
Ah.
That's
And
a great show.
I don't know.
They did not mention Lumdon
Yeah.
as a planet.
Lumdon.
They
Yeah,
even
it's-
said that Pluto was not a planet.
Yeah, he
Yes.
was pretty thorough on that show.
Pluto is a planet. He's wrong on that. And London is a star system pretty far away. Look, it's so frustrating. I apologize for the confusion. I inhabited a human body with the intention of taking over your planet. And I jumped early and just picked this guy. And it's just been a nightmare.
Oh,
Frankly,
I was
I'm
going to say
so
you don't
sorry.
look like an alien. You
Yeah,
look
no,
like
of course,
a-
no. My natural state is a gaseous billow.
Oh, okay.
And I'm able to take over bodies, but you can only do it once
Oh,
per species.
And so,
I just jumped early into this guy. I got to Earth, which
You were
went
just
great.
So excited that you just.
I didn't think the trip was necessarily going to work. There was a lot of advanced technology in the travel.
Did you go through the phone?
No, there's no phone system beyond the planet.
That's how E.T.
Tracy.
traveled to.
That's how he got back.
That's
Yeah,
how he got
made
him
a
to come
call.
back. He
Yeah.
called.
Sorry,
He called us Uber.
Well, when I landed here, I watched all the alien movies that I could watch.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
you
shit.
landed, so you were in a ship?
No, it's hyperspace transport.
Oh, okay.
like Alex Mack.
I don't know who
You
that
guys
is.
probably wouldn't know.
from Mac and Me.
No. From Alex Mack.
Mac and Me, I know.
She touched something radioactive and she turned into like mercury and she would like smooth it, like it's a Nickelodeon show.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Did you watch that one? I guess
I haven't
not.
watched that one yet.
You said
No,
you watched
no.
all the alien movies.
I've tried to watch every alien movie I can once I got here.
What'd you get through?
I got through a bunch. Woof! This guy has a Netflix account and a heck of a DVD collection.
Did you see Alien?
Yes.
What about Aliens?
Yeah.
Alien to the Third Power?
No, I got bored halfway through that one and stopped.
Yeah,
okay.
I can't watch movies.
Love the
What-
first two.
what was
and
the-
they were
Hold
so
this
different.
This is really surprising. You
Yeah.
can't
You
watch
know
movies?
this
Oh, that's right.
because I just can't take it. After
right.
30
Well-
minutes, my butt hurts too much and I gotta get up.
You've
What
only
was the
seen one
one-
movie, right?
What was the one
Yeah.
you watched
Yeah,
where you're
I
like,
can't
oh,
remember.
I gotta jump into a human body? Where'd you get that info?
This
or
is
was that
before-
always your plan?
my planet's plan is to take over the human race. To
Okay.
destroy the human race and take over Earth as a place to colonize.
like-
that was the plan.
Why do you like hate us so much?
Well, we just need the resources. Like the gaseous billows in London, we're using it up like bananas.
Wait, all you need are gaseous billows?
No, we are gaseous
fought a
billows.
lot.
What are you using if you're a gaseous billow? What elements are you using up?
We use the elements of dirt
Uh-huh.
and building.
Dirt don't hurt.
Buildings.
Dirt don't hurt. That's right. You
And
need
so
plenty of dirt
if you're on a planet, I'm sorry, you're on a planet that's running out of dirt.
and buildings.
Then what's the planet made out of if you're almost out of dirt?
It's made out of oxygen,
Are the water levels rising? Is
No
that what
water.
it is? No water at all. Wait,
No.
so wait a minute.
just buildings and dirt.
This doesn't sound like a planet to
It
me.
sounds impossible.
Well, I mean, like that's pretty biased of you. I mean, your planet has water, but we don't need it.
But it does.
Okay.
I believe the very definition of a planet is a body of rock and of earth that is circling.
Yeah, it's dirt and buildings, and we're using it up.
I think the
There's just
definition
like
of
a
a planet
shell.
is a round sphere that has human beings, water, earth.
Well, no, because Mars doesn't have human beings on it, and that's
it's not a planet.
You think Earth?
You
is the
haven't
only
been in
planet?
high school in so long. That's what they're teaching now.
That's what
Is that what they're teaching?
Earth
Hey.
is it, and that's it.
Earth is it, and that's it.
You know, now
Wow.
you've got me thinking. Though, we're focusing on the melting polar ice caps, and
Yeah.
should we be worried about using up all of our dirt the way they did? Maybe this is a warning for us.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
we using up our dirt?
You
I'll tell
guys
you
are
one
gonna
thing:
use up your dirt.
we're scraping a lot of it off of our feet when we walk into houses. On
I
those,
did before
on
I
those
came
mats.
in the building. I know.
It's terrible. It's
Let's stop it.
disgusting for me to see that. It is disgraceful when I
Painful
see.
for you to watch when we.
You people treat dirt like I don't even know how to compare it to anything.
Like dirt.
Welcome mats are outlawed on your planet. Is that
oh
correct?
yeah, I couldn't even conceive of such a thing.
Wow.
We're unwelcome.
And then, so when you see one of us like showering and washing the dirt of a day off, it's just your.
you
Yeah.
watch a shower?
I have seen people shower. Yes,
You
that's right. Is it-
Wait, when you were
Pervert.
in your gaseous billow,
Yeah, you
Oh,
were
yeah.
floating around in the steam in my bathroom, like looking at my butt and
well, I
stuff.
hadn't been in your bathroom.
Better not.
I'll make a note of that.
Can you-
My chest is private.
just your chest.
Just the chest?
Yeah, everything else is free to see.
Well, I have no interest in any particular aspect of any.
I'll
of
show
your,
you later.
Are you?
Well, I wasn't really insisting on
Are
it.
you attracted to humans now?
I am finding myself attracted to humans since I've inhabited this body. It's because I've melded with the physical system. It's very confusing.
So so have you? Hang on.
Yeah.
Do you think the body is attracted to other humans, or
Yes.
you yourself actually are?
The
and you're-
body is, but I am
It's
feeling
that you're
those
connected.
feelings. Yes.
So then,
It's
well, have you satisfied any of these urges yet, or
Masturbating.
yes, when I masturbated.
or had tried to hook up with another human, or would that be disgusting to you?
Have you yanked it?
Have you humped a pillow?
I've yanked it. Yes. I didn't hump a pillow.
you've
Does that work?
yanked-
Yeah.
You've yanked the penis
Didn't occur to me.
attached to the body you've taken over.
That's right.
Or do you think of it that way, or do you think of it as masturbation that you're participating in, or
Yeah,
I
or
better
are
It's
you
only-
jerking off some guy?
on this append? Yeah, is it, or do I just pull on this strange appendage?
I'm only picking up now that this is a socially more private thing than maybe I had gathered. And also,
Back up.
Oh, the penis is the best part. I've been masturbating my entire lower body.
Oh,
But that makes sense. There's one part that's the best part.
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
you've been playing with your legs? In
Yes.
other words?
I
was
tried
rubbing-
that for a while.
and you can reach orgasm
Like a
by rubbing your
grasshopper.
legs.
Rub your
Well,
legs together like a cricket, and you'll
Something will happen.
You'll make noises.
But wait a minute, you say that
oh, that makes sense because it's been taking me a long time.
a long time, but in the privacy of your own home is where you're doing this, right?
No, not exclusively.
Not exclusive. So in where?
A public park.
That's gotta hurt.
Is that your new catchphrase, Tracy?
It is for today.
Wow.
Help me, Wanda.
Boy, how long is that supposed to take normally?
Like 20 hours.
Oh, that's what I've been doing.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Wait,
That's
Tracy,
about right.
Tracy,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
talking to
She's
a normal
teasing
girl.
you. Yeah, she's messing around
It's
with you.
longer than 20 hours?
If you have a day off.
Oh, that's. I mean, if you're out in a,
It's been
again,
taking
you know
me
what?
about
I wouldn't
6 or 7 hours.
in a park.
Yeah. Well,
And
I'm rubbing.
no one has gone up to you and said, "Hey, my kids are out here."
No, I was told to stop dancing,
Uh-huh.
and then I was recruited into a tumbling outfit briefly,
This
which
I gotta
was
see.
great.
That's my catchphrase today.
That's gotta hurt.
This I gotta see.
And
So
yeah.
wait, the police were not called?
Oh yeah, the police came by. Nice guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Nice guys.
Well, what did you say to them in order to? I mean, because you're not in custody.
I explained to them that I was trying to pleasure myself, and they laughed. Mm-hmm. They told me I was all right. They slapped me on the back. We went out for a couple beers, and then
Yeah.
I went back and finished up, and eventually.
This is bad.
Can I ask you a question? Do you
Of course.
also possess, well, mind control powers?
No, I don't have that to control other people's
Try it.
minds.
Try to control me
Try to
right now.
control.
All right,
our
hang on. I'll
minds.
try right now.
All right.
All right.
Hey, you know what? You're okay. Everything you're talking about.
Oh, I do have it.
I
do have it.
Wow.
I had no idea.
For me, I
That's-
started seeing spots and rainbows.
Yeah, that's a trapper keeper I stole from somebody
I like it.
that I'm fixated by.
I just really feel like my chest is private right now. Maybe there was some bleed over from her thoughts or something, but it's weird.
Yeah, you probably were getting
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea I had mind control powers.
Congratulations.
That's
probably
amazing.
how you got away from the police.
I had no
You're not
idea.
supposed to make friends with the police. Police are the
Does
enemy.
this
Really?
change your mission now?
Those guys
knowing
were great.
That you,
Yeah, this
Well,
might
it's just
make
going to
your-
make it a lot easier.
a lot easier. You can just control
Yeah,
us all
much
into
easier.
gathering up all this dirt.
I wonder
for
how
you.
far that goes.
Just go control
I am-
farmers. They like dirt anyway.
Oh, farmers are the best.
but
They
you
have a
could-
ton of dirt.
Yeah, but first, if you need dirt for your planet, you
Yes.
got to control. Oh, this is actually. Hang on.
Well, we're going to come here.
Oh,
we're
you're
gonna-
not bringing dirt back. You're coming
Yeah.
down here.
No.
I'm the scouting mission, and once I figure out how to conquer humankind,
Then you know what you got to do? You got to control someone who makes everyone feel okay with you guys coming
Yeah.
to Congress. So someone maybe like an Oprah Winfrey,
oh,
or someone
she's
that
terrific.
Love
I love her.
That you you watch.
Yeah, the past couple weeks I've been watching a ton of TV and movies.
Patton and Tracy, can I talk to you guys for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Should I just pretend not to hear you?
Qthor, you should probably just take off your headphones.
Yeah, take off headphones. Here you
Okay, done.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
should we be giving him advice about
go.
how to
I'm sorry.
enslave dirt?
I get so excited.
He seems like a nice guy.
No, I know. You know what? I like a project. I just do. And
yeah, but this should not be your project.
I need
Patton.
some perspective. You're right.
You know,
I feel
perspective.
like we should convince him to like get away and like not do it.
I'm concerned that he's going to tell every one of the other aliens that they have mind control powers when they get here, and then all of a
Or,
sudden
you
it's
know
going to
what we
be a
do?
fait accompli.
Then why don't we just give him really terrible information, like, hey, get inside the mind of like a Ted Nugent.
Oh,
or
and then make him
and
want to
get-
turn around and go back home because it's okay.
or make him like influence Ted Nugent so that the whole planet
Yeah.
will turn against.
Okay,
Although
this
I
is
mean,
pretty-
actually, Ted Nugent can be kind of.
Hey guys, have you been looking at Qthor? Because he just pulled down his pants and he started yanking it.
Yuck.
God, hey, hang on.
Qthor.
Put your headphones
How's it
back
going?
on.
Hey, how's it going?
Can you
This
put-
is
yeah.
much faster.
Can you please put your
This is
Yuck.
way faster.
please put your pants back on as well?
Yuck.
That's we don't want to.
Okay.
You know what? I kind of like what you're doing.
Yep,
I
there
like
you go. What do you think?
I don't want to. I don't have any thoughts on this because I don't want to be seeing it.
You know what
Okay,
though?
okay,
I think
okay,
it's
yeah.
great. I think the fact that he took
No,
down
I'll
his
release
pants
you.
is-
I'll release you, and I'll put.
Well, God.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You
I was
doing
rude.
it
I'm
again?
sorry. I did. It's
Ew.
like well, it's kind of like a new toy.
Hey, you
both
know
of
what?
them.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just, you wouldn't happen to be on Twitter, would you?
Do you have a? Does your body have a
Do
Twitter
you have
account?
a Twitter account?
Yes.
Okay, then is your Twitter account Qthor?
Yeah.
Cutie
Okay,
whore.
well,
Cutie whore,
because
Yeah.
that would explain in these. I keep getting these things.
Yeah.
Could you RT
Right.
this? And it's all about. This is weird video. I thought it was like a Tim and Eric thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was lie face down humans.
Yeah.
And allow yourself to be. This is a long title. Subjugated. You don't really.
I had
know
to
how
edit that down forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why is your avatar? Why is your picture? Why is it an Asian schoolgirl?
Yeah.
I thought that was the default.
No.
Default is an
you can
egg.
choose any. Yeah, the
It's an
default's an
egg?
egg.
Everyone's
Yeah.
an egg until you decide who you are.
Oh.
True for
Yeah.
life too.
What's Asian?
Asian. It's a race of people. I'm just saying
It's
that
hard to describe without sounding racist.
Okay.
it really is. And boy,
The beautiful, the gorgeous.
I will say,
the geniuses.
Qthor has a lot of followers.
Yeah. I'm doing pretty great on that.
but they're not-
I love Twitter.
But yeah, none of your messages, I'm looking at your page right now, none
Yeah.
of your messages are about what, in fact, all of your @replies are, hey, what is this shit?
Yeah.
I'm following you to jerk it.
Right. It's mostly a learning experience for me, and I'm trying to connect with people and trying to figure out how to rub my legs more efficiently.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, tell you what, you know
Yeah.
what? We need to take a break. When we come back, we'll give you some tips. How does that sound?
Oh, that'd be
I
terrific.
think so.
Ooh,
What?
yeah.
That'd be great. That's why I came on here.
Okay. Oh, is that why
I
you
like
came
to
on?
help.
Yeah.
I like to
I've been
help.
trying to hit a lot of the
Let's do it.
podcast and get advice.
Okay, very good. When we come back, we'll have more Patton Oswalt, more Traci Rearden, more Qthor,
Qthor.
Qthor, aka
Thank you.
At
Qthor.
Qthor on Twitter,
On Twitter.
Qthor here.
That's right.
The cutie hole.
And we'll be right back with more comedy fuck. Okay, we'll be right back. Comedy. I'm just gonna call it comedy.
That's a good name.
Comedy. Hey, comedy. You're welcome back to comedy.
Comedy Bean.
Speaking of comedy, we have a comedian, Patton Oswalt, on the show. Tragedy plus comedy equals time. He's going to make you love math, is his solemn promise.
Exactly. You know what? I'm calling out my mathletes. Come smoke some math with me.
That's right. This Sunday, April 6th, 10 p.m. on Comedy Central. And then next Tuesday, April 8th, out in stores where you can buy it and
Stores,
own it.
iTunes, Amazon, get it.
Tracy, got any projects? We'll talk about you another time.
I'm building a house out of sticks, but no big deal.
Wait, popsicle sticks?
Twigs.
Oh, just twigs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good for you. Out in the
It's
woods?
lopsided. It's small. It fits in my womb.
In your womb?
In my womb.
In your womb? You're talking your vagina?
No, where I sleep, you freak.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Where other people sleep.
God.
Okay. And we also have Qthor.
Yes, that's right.
Qthor.
Hi, Qthor. And
Thank you.
Qthor wants to take over the world. He
Thank
is
you.
a gaseous entity that has taken over a human body.
That's right.
Has mind control powers.
Yeah,
And
which I didn't know.
is just a
Terrific.
scout. And how soon are your alien buddies?
Yeah, how long
going
do
to-
we
I mean, they're
have?
waiting for the high sign. They're waiting for the go.
And what would the go signal be?
Well, I have to go back and then outline plans.
How long does it take you to
them.
get back, do you think?
Oof. Getting here was 105 years.
In like real time? Or
With Bill
like,
Maher?
That's Earth time.
So like we'll be
real
dead.
time.
Like do whatever you want.
Yeah, but I do have a daughter, and then she.
In
Do you think
105
she's going to
years.
live to be 105?
Should we-
No,
No,
but I'm just
110.
thinking of her kids.
210
kids.
years
That's what I'm-
before we get back. If I leave, that's if I leave today.
So
Well,
like
What if you
what?
leave tomorrow?
105 years and 24 hours.
So we're talking about my great,
210 years and
great,
24 hours.
great grandchildren, and you know what? Fuck them. They'll
Yeah.
probably be racist.
And you know, like racists will have changed by then as
Yeah,
well.
it'll
Like they'll
be a
think
weird
you're
thing.
a racist, whatever you're. You know what I mean? Like
You know what? Let's give them some tips. Let's give them some tips.
all right,
Doesn't
no,
sound
great.
us.
number one, get a wagon. Fill it with all the dirt you can fill.
Well, I'm definitely going to take as much back as I can.
Right.
Just as a
Initially
thank
to
you
go,
gift.
hey, here's what we
I
have.
got so many gifts to give.
Yeah.
When I
your
get back.
What's your spacecraft like?
Right now, it's just me. It's my gaseous billow floating through space,
so
and then
gross.
whatever matter I can control with my energy, which isn't that much. Frankly.
So do you think you'll be able to get a lot of dirt to be
no,
able to take it back?
my thank you list. I gotta winnow it way down.
I'm sorry.
Couple handfuls.
If their whole thing was to take over the Earth,
Yeah.
it seems weird that they just sent one guy.
Well, I
And
went.
as
I
far as
jumped
can-
early.
You jumped early.
There was a meeting where we talked about it, and I just said I'm gone, and I took off.
the Leroy Jenkins thing.
They probably hate you.
I'm not popular. You're smart about that.
I can always
hate might
tell
be
who's
strong.
not
I don't know if they hate me.
popular.
So
I
word
think I would
is-
pick up if they hate me.
Word has gotten back to you. Word has traveled 105 years to
Yeah.
you.
They text you. Or
They're a little pissed.
Well, we don't have phones. There's some sort of. I have a slight mental connection with my brethren, and I can detect some hostility. Yeah.
so
you're-
But frankly, they're all a bunch of slowpokes. Like nothing ever gets done. Like I'm the guy who organizes everything back
Sorry,
there.
you seem to be very non-cognizant of your own technology
Mm-hmm.
and equipment. Are you actually part of the invasion force, or were you a guy that was just sort of hanging around there?
I mean, I'm not an official member of the military or employed population.
Yeah, because
if that's what you mean.
Seems wait a minute. I'm sorry, not part of the employed population.
I don't have a job on my planet,
no
but I
job,
go to a lot
no
of
phone.
public meetings,
Uh-huh.
and I write a lot of op-ed pieces. And
Do these get published?
Oped.
Or do you just write them?
No.
Opinion.
They don't get published, but
Okay.
I know they get read. I know they get read because I have enough mental connection with the newspaper publishers that I know they're reading them.
Wait, so you have
Aha.
can I talk to you guys for a second?
Yeah.
Should I take my headphones off again?
Yeah, headphones off.
All right.
Yeah, cross your eyes and take your headphones off.
My eyes? Okay.
Yeah.
Qthor doesn't realize he has a mental connection with his entire species. He could call them here immediately.
Yeah,
He's
that
thinking
is-
he's going to go all the way back and carry a couple of
But
handfuls of
it's
dirt.
still going to take
feels
him
like-
100 years.
He feels like the kind of guy that goes to these small, like, public hearings and rants and raves. And
So annoying.
I just feel like he somehow.
Ew, he's doing it again.
jumped.
jerking it
Oh,
again.
Jesus, hang on. Put your headphones back on.
Headphones back on, Qthor.
Me?
Qthor, yeah.
Okay,
Put 'em back on,
yeah.
put 'em
Hi.
back on. You can't just.
It is so great.
Yeah, I know.
How
but
do you guys not
can't-
do this?
Don't groan like that.
Yeah, and just don't
That's bad?
do it constantly. While
Okay,
we're-
okay.
You do it in
Sorry.
the privacy of your
Sorry,
own.
sorry. No. I'm good. I'm cool.
Just really quick, take out the headphones again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just for 2 seconds.
Yeah. No.
This is almost like the alien version of like Melrose Larry Green.
Yeah.
And he's their invasion force.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, why do they just send one guy? All he's got is he's taken over one body, and he didn't take over like an athlete or a cop or a
not- or a
politician.
mathlete.
Just like a guy, and he's got a Twitter account that everyone thinks is an Asian
Yeah.
jerk-off model. So this is a weird...
This is a weirdo. You're right. Yeah.
And I
it's-
think he just kind of wanted something... This more feels like he wanted something to do.
And he wanted people. By the way, he just wandered in here.
I just
That's-
tweeted that I learned how to jerk off properly.
Oh, that
Well-
will probably get a lot of likes.
Wow, wait a minute. Oh my
Lot of
gosh.
faves.
A lot of faves. a lot of-
417 faves, and
Not
it's been
bad.
out there for 30 seconds.
I am crushing it.
A lot of
You're really popular on Twitter.
Wow.
Jeez.
Thank you.
wow, a lot of Daniel Baldwin just tweeted right at you. Nice.
Love him. Yeah. Good friend.
Okay, so he tweets at you a lot.
Yep. I've definitely had connections with him. He's terrific.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Cool.
Interesting. Well,
You guys are. Most of the people I've met on this planet have been aces.
That's how
Wait,
you would
is
describe
that
the
a-
human race as aces.
Is
or,
that a good thing, by the way? On
Yeah,
your
is
planet?
that good, or what does aces on your planet mean?
Aces is the worst thing you can say about
Oh,
somebody.
see, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Cards
I'm a-
cards on my planet are reversed.
Ace is the worst. That's,
Sounds
that's
like
slang
a-
for.
Ace high means you just lost the game.
So you know it's
So-
reversed, and yet you still use the colloquialism.
it took me a lot of conversations before I got my metaphors straight
Wow.
here.
Sounds like a reverse
So on your
April
planet,
Fool's
it's like
thing.
pair of twos, read them and weep, right? Like that.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Okay.
Except weeping is good, so I wouldn't say that.
Okay. So weeping.
So
Yeah.
is everything opposite on your planet?
Nope. Just an arbitrary selection of things.
Is like the alphabet backwards?
Nope. That's the same.
That's the same. So cards and weeping
Are
the two
backwards.
things.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Also, hats are inverted. And we can't wear them because we're gaseous billows, so they just lie there.
So wait. So hats. It's almost like you turn a hat inside out and then
Yeah.
wear it upside down on your head.
That's right.
May I go back further? Why do you make hats?
We shouldn't do it.
Yeah, it seems
Waste
like there's
a
just
resource.
Yeah,
You would be a
it's-
terrific stand-up comedian on my planet.
Why
that
are
would
we
go over
making
huge.
hats?
But,
That would go huge.
That doesn't really sound like a joke.
That's it.
though.
Can I use that joke when I go back?
Well, but on your planet, it sounds like jokes are just you ask practical questions. Are those considered jokes?
yeah. What are they here?
Well, here you would ask a question like,
It's a little bit the
"Hang
same
on,
thing.
let me do a little test."
Okay.
On your planet,
yeah.
on your
Yeah.
planet, is this a joke?
Okay.
Hey, could I borrow that pen? Wow. Okay.
Well, why would I have a pen? I can't hold anything except for the dirt I control with energy.
Here's a joke I would crack on your planet.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go.
I just woke up. My body isn't a body.
Yeah.
Why can't I wear a hat? And do I care what date it is?
That's pretty good. I'm more emotionally moved by that story, actually, because I relate to it so strongly.
It sounds like instead of observational comedy, you just have observational,
Yeah.
and that's considered comedy.
Well, any kind of emotional connection is really great.
Do you
would
know,
have
by the
hated
way,
David Brenner.
do you know that this is a comedy show? Do you know you're on a comedy show
Yeah.
and that Patton is a comedian on this planet?
No, I don't know that.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
wandering into wherever it looks like there's podcasts happening. I've been trying to get
Why
with.
podcasts in
Yeah,
particular?
why podcast?
They're mentioned mostly on Twitter.
Like pod people.
That's what's talked about mostly on Twitter.
So, okay.
Yeah.
I got to the bottom
First, I
of it.
looked for Breaking Bad. That was talked about a lot. Then I looked for True Detective, but those are both done. Then podcasts are the next thing that are mentioned.
So, are you aware of television and radio, or do you think it's just podcasts and Twitter?
Oh, no, I've been watching a ton of movies
Yeah,
and
that's right,
television
you have,
shows.
okay.
Yeah. I love Saturday Night Live.
Did you watch Full House?
I've watched some of the archives.
That would be bad on your planet. A full
Yeah.
house?
Yeah, Full House is that's like a 2/3 bad show.
Right.
It's like 2/3 of the way bad.
But that's a negative
But a bad
connotation
cod.
for
It's
a
definitely
show.
on the bad side of
So
things.
did
Absolutely.
you not want to watch that show because that
At first, I thought this is a show about
Probably
failures.
a drama.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it
It
is.
must be,
But
it must
then
be
I-
really horrifying for
Michelle
you,
got amnesia.
like watching when a commercial comes on for like a Dyson vacuum cleaner or a Dirt Devil, get rid
I
of
can't
that
even watch
dirt.
those. I can't even. I don't even know why that would be shown to.
It's like
It's like a
horror
for
program.
you. Yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
Yeah,
Scream.
that's the worst.
What about the Olivia Newton-John, John Travolta movie, Two of a Kind?
Adele Dazeem.
that? I assumed was like a biography of your leaders.
Okay, good, because
Yeah.
it's a low-scoring poker hand.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Interesting.
Cop and a half. I assumed was some sort of like really high winning hand, and then that really.
What
didn't
about
go
2.5
anywhere.
Men?
Because you
Yeah,
thought it was
thought that was great.
copying a half.
Yeah,
It should be
it's like-
half a card, half
So
a
did
playing
you
card.
think,
Which
like-
would you couldn't you? I mean, that's a mythically high hand.
Did you think that like the West Wing was about homeless people then? If I'm just trying to suss out how you.
No, that was the same.
Okay, all right, good. I just
Yeah,
It's interesting. It's interesting, the
It is
cultural
interesting,
difference.
yeah.
it's been a bear of a time the past
Yeah.
couple of weeks.
But would you change it for anything?
Not a thing. Not a goddamn thing. Love it.
So
good time.
how easy do you think it'll be for you to when you get back to convince your people to?
I mean, can I be honest with you?
Sure.
I don't have a lot of luck with that in my life. I have
Oh.
trouble getting people to go along with
Are
me.
you married?
No. I mean, I was, but then.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, what happened, dude?
It's terrible. She
What?
she left me, and melded with the rest of the race.
Oh,
She left me
that-
literally for
for
everybody.
everybody?
Yeah.
That
Everybody but
hurts.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is. So you're
That's
the only
gotta hurt.
person I will not meld with.
Yeah. It was.
What was
Wow.
mine again? That's
Do not go in there.
do not go in there. Right. That's that I'd like to see. That's
Now
what
that
it is.
That's
That I
gonna
gotta
that's
see.
gonna hurt.
Now
wasn't
that-
it?
I'm sorry.
Now
but if
that
she-
I gotta see.
There you go.
If she
I'm
melds
back.
with the rest of your race, then you must see her everywhere. Then.
Everything reminds me of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every
Not
piece
go
of
in there.
dirt. Every
As scarce it is as it is.
Yeah. Well, there's a shell of it. It's just that when our planet is hollow now.
Has anyone ever poked the shell?
I mean, if you do, you get instantly solidified.
That sounds like a game show. Poke the shell.
Instantly solidified.
Yeah, you'd be instantly solidified.
Yeah.
You'd be solidified for that right away. You'd be solidified into a cube and then eaten.
Can I ask you? Did you say into a Cuban?
Into a cube.
Oh, okay,
Mark
great.
Cuban.
Mark,
Yeah.
there's a
If
guy
you're-
you gotta
if you're in
meet.
the Shark
Love
Tank,
that. No, I love him.
You're gonna be
yeah,
a Cuban.
love Shark Tank.
Why didn't you jump into Mark Cuban's body? That's
That's what I should have done.
He's
but
a billionaire executive.
I guess my flaw and my strength is I move without thinking. I get stuff done, but it's a lot of times.
Do you know who the person was before you jumped into him? Do you have any idea of his name and what
just
he did?
context clues? His name's Dave Sizer.
Did you
Dave
get that through
Sizer.
context clues, or did you like look at a driver's license?
That's a context clue.
Well, okay.
I don't
then
know,
you
that's
just
a
look
clue.
At a driver's. It's not a clue. That's information.
I'm just a very sensitive person. I'm able to kind of piece it together from various pieces of information,
Was-
like a driver's license.
Was he married or had a girlfriend or anything like that?
Well, I know from his autobiography he was writing that he was not married. That's
is a
another
context
context
clue.
clue.
Well,
that's
It's another
you-
context clue I read.
That's not a context clue. He's flat out information that he's writing.
Yeah,
What did
that
he
I
do? What was-
parsed and gathered and figured out what was going on. He was not
Okay.
married. Yeah,
He was not married. And what was he? What did he do? What
he's
was
a
his-
graphic designer for the Staples Corporation. He
And
was
he
in
was-
charge of laying out their catalog.
Why did he think somebody would want to read his autobiography?
I don't know, but he got into massive detail.
Really?
Yeah, it was very well documented. I was like,
don't wanna read this. I
kinda wanna read this
No,
then.
he's crazy. He's
Oh,
crazy. You don't wanna
really?
read. He's a nutcase. He is a conspiracy nutcase.
Wait, are they conspiracies or just
What-
things
what
he's
were-
actually done?
What were one of the conspiracies? Can I just ask you?
Yeah.
Did he perhaps believe in a conspiracy that maybe, I don't know, gaseous aliens were
Yep.
going?
Yeah, which now I
well,
know that's
ironic.
true. I know
Uh-huh.
that's true, but given what he knew, I'm like, well, given what you knew, that's crazy.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Can you take your headphones off for 1 second, Mark? I hate to do that to a
How
guest.
come you guys never take
Sorry.
headphones off? How come I'm always doing it?
Oh.
I'll do it. I'm just wondering.
tell
Okay,
ya.
they're off.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't think this guy's an alien.
I feel like he's Dave Sizer.
I think this is Dave Sizer, and he was.
He's making all this up off the top
yeah,
of his
and,
head.
I think he got to. I think he hit a wall in his autobiography where he goes, "I cannot."
Maybe
there's only
we're
so
another
many
chapter.
ways I could do the Staples logo. So I'm gonna. My next chapter, I bet I'm just gonna be taken over by a fucking alien.
And
then I'm gonna
jerking
go meet-
off.
I'm gonna.
jerk.
I've always wanted to jerk off in front of Patton Oswalt. I bet that's how this chapter starts.
I don't think that's.
I
no.
bet that's how it started.
Oh boy.
Oh boy! All right, well
Yowza.
let's try to talk him down. Let's try to get him
Yeah,
back
yeah,
into
okay.
into his normal mental state. All right, hey, Qthor.
Hey.
Put your Qthor. Put your headphones
Notice
back on.
I didn't jerk off that time.
Hey, you're
Yeah.
making
You know
what?
progress.
You're getting there.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Yeah, that was good.
We
Thank
all
you.
didn't jerk off either.
Yeah, you guys.
What do we
don't
get?
do
A
it.
cookie? Oh, a penis.
So would you say
Nice callback to Patton's act.
that the body that you're in,
Dave Sizer.
Dave Sizer,
Oof.
so you like yuck, right?
Well, I wish I picked a better. I wish
Although,
I picked a better hand. I picked
you
a real
know what?
royal flush of a body.
You know what, though? I think Dave Sizer sounds pretty cool.
To me, he sounds like the perfect guy.
I wish he could have met you guys.
Well, I mean, the guy that is a guy that can write an autobiography about being a graphic designer for Staples.
That's
Yeah, he
talent.
had to dig pretty deep.
But I'm saying there's a lot of novelists that could not make a narrative out of that.
Yeah.
You know, and he also seems pretty perceptive if he was able. Who of all of us who spotted your plan before anyone?
Yeah.
Dave Sizer.
Dave Sizer, he
was
seems
on
like-
Well,
it.
I don't know if I'm willing to give him that much credit. I think that was a lucky guess. I think he was a nutball, a real
Impotent?
desperate.
Do you think he was impotent?
He seems it.
Yeah.
Although I've had good luck. I mean, a quick 7 or 8 hours, and I'm able to rub one right out.
I don't know,
That's
man.
not
I think that,
good, usually,
I
probably.
think right now it sounds to me like you're sitting in a Porsche and you're only driving at 35 miles an hour.
You think so?
Uh-huh.
You think there's more potential in this?
Well, I don't know, and you never know what you can do until you get it on a red line overload.
Open her up.
Let me
You
write
never
that
know.
down.
Crack open like
You'll
a
never
dust
say
pod.
hello to you.
Maybe you're
A
right.
dirt pod.
Yeah.
This Dave guy, you could make a real nice life out of it. You know what I mean? You could probably pretend to be him.
You're saying that I should stay here?
Well,
Is that what
Yeah.
you're suggesting?
I don't
like
think-
ride it out a little bit longer.
if you were to go back to your home planet, let's just
Right.
say if you were to go back.
Yeah, you went
First
back.
of all,
Quick
Dave's
105-year trip, and I'm back.
Right.
Dave's body wouldn't last
No.
105 years.
Nope.
No,
First of all.
no, I'd have to leave it behind.
But what if you stayed here inside of Dave Sizer's body
Oof.
and you made? Well, you say that now.
I do.
But you
But look-
you make him the king he should be.
You make him Qthor. You make him as cool as Qthor is. Because
Yeah.
we've warmed up to you. We like you. We're having a conversation that's
This
lasted
is-
an
yeah.
hour with you.
Oh, that's nice.
May I suggest if you've got a Netflix account
Yeah.
that you watch, there's a little movie called The Breakfast Club. And there's a character in there played by Ali Sheedy. who at the
Spoiler
beginning of the-
alert and warning, there is
Yeah.
no breakfast in this film.
Right,
as far as I can
What's
tell.
with your titles?
Well, you
And
know,
there's no club sandwiches in this
No.
film either.
What
but they
clubs
are they are kind of a club.
They are
are
a
kind of
club,
a club.
but
And
if
the
you're
club is
going
at
into it wanting to watch someone eat breakfast or a club sandwich, you will be sorely disappointed.
Oh, that's good warning because that's what
But
I would
let
have
me just
expected.
say, there's a girl played by Ali Sheedy. And at the beginning of the movie, she's scratching dandruff onto a picture.
Ali Sheedy from High Art.
Yes,
Yeah.
very good. Well,
So you've
this
seen
was-
High Art? It wasn't about aliens.
High Art was
Why'd
the
you
first
watch that?
movie I watched.
I'm sorry. That was the one with
Yeah.
Rhoda Mitchell. Was the very first one you sat down.
It seemed like it'd be the most practical movie to learn about taking over the human race.
Lisa Cholodenko is a brilliant director. That's a weird choice for. Hey, I want to take over the human race.
I don't know. It was prominently displayed on Dave Sizer's coffee table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's leave that alone. But by the end of the movie, she
Did other movies?
she did movies before High Art that
Okay.
were pretty amazing.
People do other movies. They don't do just one and
yeah,
then stop.
No
Really?
one does. Oh my gosh, you have a whole career.
How does everybody get to be in one?
You know what?
What's that?
If Dave Sizer maybe started taking acting classes, maybe
Improv
started doing
classes.
theater and improv,
Definitely
maybe-
do improv. Yes.
Are you a fan of improv, Tracy?
Love it. I love it.
What do you do it at your own high school?
No.
Oh, but you
I
just-
love to watch it.
Oh yeah, they're like rock stars now.
It's
improv
like
comedians.
cool, like watching like just people be
It's like
so fun.
Aziz Ansari. He's like as cool as a rock star.
It's like he's a rock star.
He's a rock star in my mind. Yeah, definitely.
And he's an improviser.
He's one of the best improvisers.
Yes.
Anyway, take some classes. Get out there, meet some people. You know what?
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than wandering around in space for 105
Well, no, I
years.
read in Dave's autobiography that he's already through level 2 at UCB. So he
Really?
said he
Wow.
made some inroads.
Well, then get there and go to level 3,
Yeah,
buddy.
you don't even have to like do the stuff.
Yeah.
You're lucky. Like you'll get to go like
I was this close to abandoning this body just by the end of
Nah.
today.
It'll be good. You'll be like a grown man bopping around in someone's apartment doing games.
Although, may I ask, if you can jump into, you said you can only jump into each species once.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to meld with a different
Well,
body
okay,
of the
so
human.
what I'm saying is, if you were going to leave a human, what were you going to jump into then?
Yeah, were you
I
gonna be
was
a
going to
dog
go
or
home,
something?
but I guess I could go to another species on this planet.
No.
That's
I'm
an
not
interesting
saying you
thought.
should do that.
To go into a cat.
See,
Oh no, I think we've set him off on the wrong idea.
Yeah,
into
no.
a
I would
pigeon?
say
Pigeons
no.
fly?
No,
the wet to the sky.
Yeah,
You're-
get your head pulled off by
Wait a
a
minute,
homeless
he's flapping.
junkie.
He's flapping his arms now like they're
Just
wings.
try it out here. This
No,
would be
no, no,
fun.
no, no,
Wait,
This
would be
dude,
fun if
get
this
away
worked.
from the window.
What are you
This would be
doing?
fun.
No,
I know we're on the
Dave,
first floor.
Dave,
No, it's gonna. This is gonna work.
take your headphones off.
This is good.
Out he went.
That's gotta hurt.
I just didn't want him to take the.
Hey, it actually came in handy. Well, that is a good use of a catchphrase at the very least,
thanks.
Tracy. Huh.
At least something good came out of that experience.
Wow. I haven't seen anyone jump out the window like that since, I think Don DeMello did last time he was here. That's crazy. Wow. Well, you know what? We tried. Patton, Tracy, we tried. That's all we can do.
We did what we could do. You know, that's
You
what we
know?
could do.
This guy, Dave, what was his name? Dave Sizer?
Dave Sizer.
You can set a gaseous alien on the right path. Doesn't mean he's going to walk it.
That's true. All right. Well, you know what, guys? It's unfortunate to end on a suicide, but we really should.
Not the last time we will.
No.
It'll not be the last suicide this show ends on.
But why don't we get.